days. Girl, I'm coming out my body for you. Let's go. No, I'm not the average.
What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl, Deanna B, and I am back with another YouTube video after years not posting on here. I am so sorry, y'all. So it is 2024. Happy New Year's to everyone out there. Woo, it has been some long years. I can't even recall the last time I actually even posted on YouTube. Had to be 2022, maybe. I think it was 2022 the last time I actually posted a video. So that is insane. That's crazy. So I'm gonna catch everybody up on what's been going on with me. Life has been going on. Life has been lifing, y'all. Okay, so last time I posted, I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I started to post on here, but at the time I was going through somewhat of a situation that kind of messed me up mentally, per se. I just was trying to be consistent, and then it did not work. So it didn't work. I wanted to basically just I had like some sort of a mental breakdown. So is that sorry y'all. I was eating pizza like 5 minutes ago. But I went through a situation and it kind of broke me a little bit mentally and spiritually and emotionally, which sucks. But I've slowly over time tried to rebuild that or whatnot. I've let go of a couple of friends, just trying to do the best thing for me and my mental state. It is 2024. I want to start posting on YouTube. I want to start doing other things. I do want to start a podcast. So let me know down in the comment section what my podcast could be. Before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications to be notified every time I upload a freaking video. But so I went through some situations and right now I'm trying to search for a different career field that I want to go into. It's been some long years and months just kind of pondering on what I want to do, and then trying to just figure out what I want to do with the rest of my life. I was supposed to be consistent on YouTube a long time ago, and that's my fault for letting other things get in the way of something that I truly wanted to do. So for anyone out there that's going to watch this video, just make sure that what you want to do in life, sometimes you do have to put things on the back burner to kind of focus on your mental health. Your mental health is way more important than what you're trying to do, because if you're mentally unstable, then what you're trying to do is just going to fall through because you're not going to be into it the way you should be. So I would just suggest focus on your mental state, and just be the best you that you possibly can be. The best you that you can possibly be. I would just tell everybody to pray and keep their faith, because God will be the only one that can get you through stuff. A lot of us, we do have family, we do have friends, but at the end of the day, sometimes family and friends, they're not there for you like they should. And then when they are there for you, they kind of make the situation worse. They're very judgy. And it's or you have those people that talk too much, or they misconstrue what you say, and it kind of makes the problem more worse than what it was. So the best thing you can do is to have a personal relationship with God and have those deep conversations alone by yourself with Him, because that's something that we all need in this life, because God, he is our judger, but he's also understanding more than the people that is around us, if that makes sense. Um, I have pretty good, decent friends. I don't have like, um, well, for now, at least I did kind of kick a few people to the curb. I just feel like at this point in my life, I have to do what's best for me and my mental health at the end of the day. And I feel like sometimes you kind of just outgrow certain people, and it's like if you're going to continue to do what you want to do and not care about my feelings, then I feel like we're not friends anyway to begin with. And that also goes for family members as well. I feel like if you hold no value to my life and you're only messing me up mentally, I feel like we can talk about it. Yeah, I'm not just gonna not tell you about it, but if I tell you about it and you still don't try to fix it and you still don't listen and you just want to, do whatever, then I feel like the necessary steps would be for me to distance myself. Does not mean, it does never mean that, we don't love people or anything like that. It just means that we're more focused on our mental health than anything else, if that makes sense. So, like I said, mental health is very important. And I feel like, not having certain people around, if that's going to make you feel better mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, because I think what we don't realize that sometimes people drain us, like they drain us dry. And I like when the water runs. Like I like when it flows. I like when it flows. And if it's not flowing, then that means the well has dried up. And that's not a good thing because you need water to survive. So I just feel like that at this particular time in my life, and I have to do what's best for me at the end of the day, just like you guys have to do what's best for y'all at the end of the day. So like I said, mental health is very important, but there is quite a few things that I want to definitely get into this year. There's a lot of different goals that I do have. I did, as y'all can see my background, I do obviously have my own space, my own personal space, which is definitely great. I don't have any pets. I don't have any kids. Not knocking anybody that does have kids. Maybe one day I will get a dog or something. Maybe, maybe I'll get a dog. Dogs is very expensive. Like it's like another human being that you have to take care of because as us human beings, we have to go to the doctor. We need to eat. We need food. We need love and all this type of stuff. I don't mind giving a pet love. Pets are like they're so lovable. They're so cute. They are a part of the family. Speaking of, my mom's dog passed away like last year. Very, very sad. I think she had like brain cancer or whatnot. So that's something else. There's just been a lot of different events that has kind of happened that kind of like can just put like a pause on, things that you're trying to do. But I think the best thing for everyone is to just don't sit there. And there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. And it's crazy because if you have a person like a best friend or that solid family member or even a partner that you can be vulnerable with, it is the best feeling in the world because you'll have that person that is caring towards you. They're going to be understanding towards you. And they're not going to make it worse. They're going to give you some really, really, really great sound advice. And I feel like that's what we need nowadays because just like me, I go through a lot of stuff. I'm human. And just like you guys go through a lot of stuff. You guys are human as well. Life isn't easy for none of us out here. So I pray for peace, love, and prosperity for everybody. And, for everybody out here to be safe because you just never know when that day is going to be your last day, or you're going to just go through something that's just going to be traumatic. We've all been through trauma. I feel like when I do start filming for like my podcast episodes, I'm definitely going to get into a lot of different topics that we're talking about today, and things that's going on in the world, different things that's going on in relationships and, life, and just try to help people kind of better understand their own situations. I do have friends that have been going through personal problems in either marriages or relationships, and it's hard when you care and you love someone and it's not being reciprocated. It's very hurtful. But this video is more about me and what I want to do. Like I said, I want to start posting on YouTube. I want to get into that, and I want to start my podcast. What else do I want to do? I just want to be a better human being. I've been going through a lot of mental struggles lately. Mentally, I have not been okay, and it sucks that I have not been okay. Sometimes, we can only fake it for so long until, we kind of, and then, you have those people be like, well, why you didn't say anything? Like, you could have just talked. Like, sometimes we don't want to put our burdens on other people because people are going through their own stuff. A lot of times, a lot of people have like different older generation or adults. I do have parents that I can talk to, but sometimes you don't want to involve your parents, especially if they're up in age and they go through their own health problems and high blood pressure. You don't want to kind of upset anybody. But sometimes it's hard to talk to parents because sometimes they either don't understand the things you're going through, or they kind of, how can I put it? They kind of just insert themselves. Like, you'll be trying to talk to someone and they be like, well, we did this and y'all lazy. And it's just like, instead of being understanding to my feelings or general as a whole, sometimes it's just not like that. So it's really kind of hard to sit down and talk to somebody about things that's going on in our lives, which is why a lot of times we don't talk to our parents. We'll end up going to go talk to a friend or friends, and they're more caring and understanding. A lot of times our parents can be hard asses. So they're like, hey, we did it and get it done. You'll be all right. Sometimes we do need that tough love, and then sometimes we are so mentally like gone. We don't need that tough love. We need someone to hold us like we're babies again, because that's what we need at the time. And I think sometimes, a lot of times, parents don't see it that way. But everybody parenting is different. It's harder when I feel like you get older. I'm not going to even just say adult. Sometimes you have those parents that feel like, well, you're old enough to kind of make your own decisions. You're old enough to kind of deal with your own stuff. But, for me, I'm an adult. I'm 31 years old. And sometimes I would like more understanding when it comes to certain things that I go through, especially as an adult, especially being in this crazy, wicked world that we live in. I've learned a lot about myself as a woman and as a person since I moved out on my own. Obviously, I do have a college degree, and also I was in school when I moved out on my own. And then after I graduated, the next year over was like right when the pandemic started, and it was just crazy. I was sick. I was sick. I don't know if it was COVID. I don't know. But I do know that I was sick. I did go to the hospital. They did say that it was strep throat, but I've had strep throat several times. I've never felt like that. I felt like I was literally on my deathbed. So that sucked. It sucked to kind of go through the whole pandemic and be alone because I couldn't have people around, which kind of messed up my mental health. I wasn't having like people over and I wasn't hanging around people. I basically, and everything was pretty much closed. So there was nothing for me to actually do. Um, I do home health for right now. And it's like, I didn't have much going on. And like I said, sometimes having your own personal space is detrimental to your mental state, but also having people around because as human beings, we need human bonding and human interaction. And I wasn't getting that, obviously, like you guys, unless you live in a house with a partner or your parents or like siblings and stuff like that. But me, I live on my own. And it's like I wasn't getting any of that. It sucked, but I did pretty well. I was pretty chill during the pandemic. I wasn't really going through anything, and then kind of after that first year and everything kind of started to open back up, and that's when all my problems came. I did go through a little bit of debt. I still have student loan debt. I'm sure everybody else out there does as well. And whoever's going to watch this video, I do want to try and get that done this year to pay down my debt. I don't owe as much debt as so I've been watching like these videos on YouTube and TikTok of people talking about the stuff that's going on. And some people have a lot of debt, and I mean a lot of debt. Some people are like in the $300,000 range, and I feel very bad for people who went to college and have a degree and still couldn't even get the job that they even went to school for. It really sucks. I have a degree and I didn't use it either, so it's like I can only blame myself. I put more focus on other things than what I should have been focused on, and that's my own fault. That is my own fault. I take accountability for me and not really doing anything. So now that it is 2024, there's certain things that I do want to do. Like I do want to lose weight. I want to start meal prepping again. I just have a lot of goals for myself. And what I've been trying to do lately is I've been trying to pray more and well, not trying, but I have been praying more. I've been reading my daily bread, reading my Bible verses, and just trying to be a little bit more positive lately. Nothing really has been going on. Like I said, I've been dealing with friend drama and a different stuff, but at the end of the day, we're all human beings and we all have to be there for each other. We don't have to take on other people's stuff, but just being there and listening to people and being a friend, that's what God wants you to do. He wants you to, love thy neighbor and be there for people. That is what I try my best to do. I deal with my own stuff, so it's like I can't always be dealing with my stuff and then three other people's stuff at the same time. But I try to be there and be kind and listen to people. I don't know what this year is going to hold. I don't know what the year is going to hold for me. I don't know what the year is going to hold for you guys out there. I just know that I want to do different stuff. I want to go to more concerts. I want to go to art shows and museums and certain things that I've been wanting to do. I just want to focus more on my own self and my own mental health because I feel like I've put more focus into other stuff with other folks and other people, and I don't get the same in return, if that makes sense. I feel like I've been on this burnout for a very long time, and Jesus, it's crazy out here. But I'm tired of being on this burnout. I've been burned out because of work. I'm not really, sometimes when you've been doing something for so long, you get tired of it. I'm tired of the job that I do have. It has nothing to do with the people. It's just sometimes you do the same thing every single day and it becomes a repetitive cycle. And I've been at the same job for almost like 9 years. So I'm ready for something different this year. I'm ready to go out and I'm ready to, I do want to travel this year. I do want to do that. It's crazy because I've never traveled anywhere outside of the city that I live in. But I do want to do more stuff outside than inside the house. Right now in my city, pretty sure where all you guys stay at, unless you stay in a tropical place, it is cold. It's been snowing. I would have went to work today, but yeah, that didn't happen. That did not happen. But I do want to do savings challenges. I want to get out of debt. I want to start my podcast. I want to start posting on YouTube. I want to do a lot more set down videos. I'm alone. I'm by myself. I'm going to be by myself. You're not going to see a bunch of people in the videos like you would do everybody else's videos. You're basically going to be seeing my face and probably my face only for now. Due to the fact that everyone kind of has their own stuff going on. Everyone is doing their own thing. A lot of my friends have changed jobs. So with everything that's going on in people's lives, and obviously with the inflation, a lot of people are working more hours to try to make more money because a lot of my friends have kids and they have bills and stuff like that. So a lot of people are doing their own thing, which I'm very proud of. Maybe like 3 of my friends that just kind of transitioned over into something else. I had a long talk with one of my friends, and they was just like, it is about time for you to do something for yourself. It's about time you change careers, because I don't make that much money on my job, but I'm grateful to have a job. I'm grateful to have my own space. I'm grateful to God to be in the position that I am in, because I felt so bad for a lot of people during the pandemic. They wasn't working, and a lot of people blew through their savings and they ran up their credit card debts just to get bills and rent and mortgage and all that stuff paid. And a lot of people now are in more debt than they was before the pandemic, because during the pandemic nobody was paying student loans. Like I said, a lot of people blew through their savings, so some people don't have that, or they're kind of trying to build back up. And it's really sad. I was blessed and grateful enough with the job that I have, because it's like a healthcare. We worked, so I was able to work during the pandemic. But I pretty much worked, came home, and I didn't really do much because everything was closed. Like everything was closed. All the stores was closed. It was only like grocery stores, like Walgreens, like CVS, like grocery stores and stuff like that. We couldn't go to the fair. We couldn't do pretty much anything. We couldn't do anything. So I barely do anything now due to the fact that I'm more focused on I'm more focused on finance and trying to get stuff together than kind of going out and doing stuff, if that makes sense to y'all. I feel like you have to prioritize things first before you start going out and want to do stuff and spending money. Like I said, I do have goals that I've set for myself. I do want to do these savings challenges, and I would just want to kind of get to where I should have been a long time ago. I let things and people and certain stuff get the best of me, and this year I don't want to do that. I feel like some people think that I'm mean or I have a bad attitude. It's not that. It's just sometimes in life you get tired of just sitting in the corner and being a little puppy and just taking everybody's stuff and not saying anything. I'm more vocal now, and I boast my opinion, and I'm going to continue to do that. So if you got a problem with it, I really don't give a flying. I don't care. I feel like if you can do it, I can do it. I feel like I should be able to speak how I want to speak, even like I want to not be rude and disrespectful. But here's the thing, and here's what I feel like people don't really understand. I feel like it's the way you talk to people and the way you come at people. And sometimes us as people, including myself, we do come off kind of rawr, and not even be trying to, but I go off of vibes. That's been my thing for a little while now. I go off of vibes with somebody. If I walk in a room and you can just feel the toxicity and the negative energy, it's going to change your whole mood. I think that's what people fail to realize. It's going to change your whole mood. Like your whole mood is just going to be thrown off. Like it's going to be thrown off. And I rather and it's really hard because we live in a very toxic, wicked world. But it's also how you are to yourself, how you are spiritually, and the people that you have around you. You have to have good people around you with positive energy. It's definitely going to help. And you also have to have a positive mindset as well, to in faith and pray to even get through the day to day with the things that's going on out here, because it's crazy. It's been crazy. Y'all seen all the stuff that's been happening, all the school shootings, all the inflation, the COVID, the president stuff, the student loans. Like a lot of us out here is struggling out here. Like we are struggling out here, and we're trying to not drown in the ocean. We're trying not to go to the bottom of the ocean. We're trying to at least stay afloat. And that's all I am trying to do is stay afloat. And it's definitely hard to do so, but I'm definitely blessed where I'm standing. um it's my own fault, and I feel like that's kind of what a lot of people don't do, including myself, is take accountability for their own actions in life that possibly could have hindered them for doing something. Like I said, a lot of us take in things differently. A lot of us mental state is different. Sometimes a person can go through stuff and bounce back quick, and others it might take several months or a year. A lot of people have lost kids out here. A lot of people have lost, certain family members, pets, and if there's no timeline on grief, a lot of us have been through bad breakups. There's no timeline on that either, especially when there's love involved. It sucks. I've been through some terrible breakups. But for grief is something totally different. Grief is something that it doesn't go anywhere. It can ease over time and get better. I grieve over people all the time. There's people in my family that have passed away that I miss. I miss my dog. It sucks to know that you've grown up with people and people have been in your life, especially for the people who really, really love you and held you down. And I'm just speaking in general because I'm pretty sure this video is going to reach other people. I don't want family members being like, well, what she mean by that? Like, I meant what I said, though. Like, that's what's wrong with people today. Like, I can speak how I feel on whatever I want to speak on, whatever I want to feel about. Y'all got to, like, people got to stop crying. Like, if you can say whatever you want to say, I can say whatever I want to say. And that's just what it's going to be at the end of the day. But you do have those certain family members that you know for a fact that you can count on. Not saying the people that still left here you can't count on, but if you need something, they'll give you the shirt off their back. Like they'll let you come and stay with them if you don't have a place to stay. And I remember having a conversation with my mom. Shout out to my mom. I love you. I remember having a conversation with my mom, and my mom was like, she worried about me a lot because of something. I still lived with my mom at the time of this conversation. She said, or I don't think so. No, I think I end up moving out, and we had this conversation afterwards. But I remember us having it before. She was like, I worry about you because if something happens to me, where you gonna go, and a certain people that had passed away would have been there for me and took me in, and also me. Obviously, I do have to understand that people have their own stuff. When you move somebody in, the bills and stuff start going up. The food start going down. It start disappearing. But me, I will never stay in somebody's house and not contribute. I will clean. I would do dishes. I would do people's laundry. I'll bring in food, household stuff. I'll contribute something. I'll give you something on a water bill, something on a gas bill. I can never just be in somebody's space and not do anything, which is why I don't allow people to live with me, because it's just some real, because people bring their bad energy, their bad spirits, their bad manners. People are nasty, trifling. They don't want to clean. They don't want to keep stuff clean. They want to go through your stuff. You ever came home and you was at work all day thinking about hey, oh, I got this good piece of something at home, and then you get there and it's gone. Like somebody ate it. People don't value people's personal items and personal space, and I feel like that's a problem. Even for me, which is something that we all can change, and we can all grow and work on ourselves. And I feel like in 2024, that's definitely something that I want to do. I want to work on myself. I definitely want to be a better woman and a better human being for not just myself, but for the people who are in my life that are around me. I feel like sometimes people look at me weird, which technically for me, I don't care, because I be looking at some other people weird too. It's just like we live in a society, and we live in a world where people seem to think that it's all you, and these people ain't never did nothing. They ain't never did nothing. They ain't never said nothing. And it's like, come on with this, y'all. For real, people keep talking about how grown they are, but I don't see it. Own up to something that you done said that probably didn't rub me the wrong way. But then people be like, well, you never told me about it. There's no way that you are grown, and you don't know that you rubbed somebody the wrong way. There's just no way. But hey, listen, a lot of us out here, we are pretty much struggling. A lot of us are going through a lot of stuff. We do have a lot of things on our brains. So I do give the benefit of the doubt, and sometimes I just brush it off and I just don't say anything. But I've been struggling a lot lately. I've been having lots of headaches, and it's due to stress at work and stress in life. And I had the same conversation with my mom, and I don't think she was understanding where I was coming from. It's like, I can say that I'm having stress at work. I can everybody stresses at work. Work stresses me out. I do home health. So I go to people's house and I got to deal with certain stuff. And sometimes I'm dealing with my own stuff. And when you walk into a space and the energy is already off, it's going to throw you off. I think that's what people fail to realize. People need to realize that it's all about vibes. It's all about energy. And people are not getting that. Sometimes, I've been working the same job for a long time. I've been working for the same people for a long time. And sometimes you see people a little bit too much and you need some space. I feel like you need space. It's sometimes being around people all the time, it brings on problems. You start kind of noticing people do and say certain stuff that you don't like. But with doing home health, you realize that you're dealing with a lot of elderly people, a lot of people who are stuck in homes and stuck in rooms, and they're going through their own stuff. They probably definitely have lost kids, and probably their spirit is dimmed a little bit. And it's sad that it's people out here like this. You have a lot of older generations that are thrown in nursing homes. People don't even come see them. They got all this family, but people are just off and separated and doing their own little thing and stuff like that. And it's really sad, especially around people's birthdays and around holidays. That's when it's just really, really hit you and really, really worse. I try to understand everybody's situation, but I also go through my own stuff, and I don't want to be nobody's punching bag. So sometimes in life, you have to kind of just, if you don't want to do something, then just don't do it. If you feel like something is going against your mental state, I would just suggest you either do something else, or if it's a person, talk to the person. If they don't want to change and you don't see any change, then it's just best to just separate yourself, because you have to do what's best for you at the end of the day, and I have to do what's best for me at the end of the day. We all are going through some very, very rough times. I feel bad for everybody. I try to, when I pray, I say prayers for everybody around the world, because there's war going on. There's just so much stuff going on. I feel bad when I see that there are pets being abused. There's kids being abused. People are going hungry, and it's like it's getting worse and it's not getting better. So make sure y'all check on y'all loved ones, check on your kids, make sure nobody's going through anything. There's been a lot of kids being raped and molested. Pay attention to your family members, pay attention to your kids, make sure you call and check on your parents, make sure you're actually putting your own mental health first as well than others. Make sure yourself is good at the end of the day, because we definitely need we need to be here and need to be here for other people, and we cannot do that if we're just mentally, physically, and spiritually just broken to the point where we can't even get through a full day. We can't even function. And I've definitely been like that. I wear a mask because I go through a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know about, and I just don't want the judgment, or I don't want people being too far in my business. I'm definitely a private person. I only tell you a little bit of but lately though, there has been drama going on, but honestly speaking, I can't do nothing about it. I can't really do nothing about it. It's just been a whirlwind since my last video. Like I said, I was gonna be very consistent on YouTube, but I wasn't in the mental headspace to do so. And I felt like I was just forcing something that should come naturally, since YouTube was something that I wanted to do a long time ago, even before I went to college. But at the end of the day, I was younger. I was still living in my parents' house. It's hard to kind of film, and you don't want to get certain people on camera. People might not want you filming in their space. So it definitely would have been hard, but YouTube is something that I've always wanted to do. I'm not shy of picking up the camera, or, being in public with the camera. Although some places like Walmart don't want you to film in there, but they have cameras filming us. How does that make sense? Walmart, get y'all stuff together, for real. Y'all being a little weird. But I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all where I've been. I've been gone. I've been gone for like years. Jeez. But I'm going to try to pick up the camera more. The best time for me to film anything sit down would probably be on the weekends. Probably on the weekends. But thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I definitely appreciate it. Share this video with your friends, your family, your dog, because dogs have Instagram pages. Dogs have Instagram pages. I'm definitely gonna, like I said, start posting on here. It's been, like I said, it's been very, very rough, but I'm trying to kind of get back to the person I was years back before the pandemic. Like I said, life and events happen and definitely put me in a negative, bad headspace. I suffer from depression, which a lot of people don't know that. I just don't take medicine for it. I didn't want to do that. I feel like some things brings on side effects and it makes you numb, and I didn't want to do that. So I tried to organize, I try to prioritize. Like, I try not to let stuff get me down too much. I try to block out negative stuff. Sometimes it's hard when you're around stuff in the world and family and friends, and everybody got their opinions and being stupid and stuff. But it's like, I have to do what's best for my mental health. And I'm telling y'all, this year I'm cutting people off that want to like try my mental state. I have to do what's best for me. Y'all have to do what's best for y'all. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first, because we matter. Like, I matter to myself. If I don't matter to nobody else, I matter to myself. And y'all have to be that way too. So I'm going to close out this video with saying thank y'all for being here with me, watching this video. Like I said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a freaking video. And what is the day? Today is Tuesday. We're already in January. I feel like this month is gonna go by quick. Before you know it, we're gonna be in summertime. And it's we outside, summertime fine. Nah, let me stop. But thank y'all for watching this video. I love y'all. Be grateful for the things that y'all have. Live life to the fullest, because you just never know when your life is over. Like I said, make sure you check on your family, check on your friends, check on your kids, make sure everybody's good, but also make sure you're good at the end of the day, because even if people don't tell you, you matter. Make sure you love yourself. Have respect for your own self. And Deanna B is out.
The way is the way you make me feel these days. Girl, I'm coming out my body.